How do we graph an equation that isn't in the form y equals x? In this case, we're going to use either the additive or multiplicative inverse to move terms on the same side to the other side. Here we have 2 being added to y. So, in order to get rid of this term on this side, we're going to subtract 2. Now, since we did something to the left, the equation properties say that we also have to do it to the right side to keep everything balanced. 2 minus 2 works out to be 0. So it should just fall out, and we're going to be left with y on this side. 3x and minus 2 are not the same last name. This has a variable and a coefficient, while this is just a number. So we're going to leave it as is and just write it as 3x minus 2. We can now plot this equation using the friendly numbers to plug in. Here's another example. Y minus x equals 4. Again, we only want it so that it is y equals. That's an equation we can work with. So we're going to use the additive inverse in this case to get rid of the x. Since we have minus x, we're going to add x to both sides. Minus x plus x, this is going to cancel out. We're going to be left with just y equals. 4 plus x, since these terms are different, we're going to just leave it as 4 plus x. We can't combine these terms because they are not alike. In one more example, we have 5y equals 15 plus x. The operation between the 5 and the y is multiplication. The opposite of multiplication is division. So we're going to divide by 5 so that we can get our term on the left side to just be y. Now, using the properties of equality, since we divided the left side by 5, we have to divide the whole right side by 5. And that will give us 15 plus x divided by 5. We can actually clean this up a little further. We can say y equals 15 divided by 5 plus x divided by 5. This works because since they're like fractions in the denominator, when we add this together, we should still get the same thing on top. 15 divided by 5 can reduce to 3, and since there's no way to clean this up, we're going to leave that as x divided by 5, and that would equal y.